Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. And thank you so much for coming today. How often have you sat down at your desk and perhaps thought, oh, I really have to create some content? Everybody out there says creating content is the way to increase my visibility. It's the way to connect. It's the way to nurture those people on my email list. And yet you go, I don't know what to write. Right? And I hear that all the time. And I remember thinking that myself when I first started creating consistent content. And I was sharing this with the group of people from Marketing Roadmap Intensive earlier today that I've been writing a blog every week since at least 2015. And so how do I come up with content not only that I publish, but for social media and all the other things? And that's what I want to share with you here, 7 simple ways to repurpose your content. So the first thing I'd like you to consider is, what is one big piece of content that you might create on a regular basis? And so the reason I'm asking this question is this content, are you going to deliver it in the form of a blog, a video, a podcast, graphics? Which way are you going to share that? And that comes down to knowing your content style. So let's say it is going to be a blog or a video. Let's go with a blog. Okay, because that's what everybody knows. Let's start with that. Creating one piece of content that has got some value for your ideal client is so important. Your clients, when they first come to you, you capture their attention, you capture their email address, you put them on an email list, you need to nurture them, you need to cultivate them like a seed before you can actually convert them into clients. That's what your content is going to do. So not only does it do that, but it boosts your visibility on your website if you are publishing it either as a blog or a video on your website. When people go to Google Diana Lidstone, Google gives me quite a depth of information because I have a lot of content that they have searched. Okay. Number 2, it builds your credibility and authority because you're showing that you are an authority, you're an expert on a subject. Repurposing your content is going to save you so much time and effort. And because you're going to do this for all of your marketing. So let's just start out with a topic. So the topic of your blog, I'm not going to get into how you're going to write the title of it. That's another whole, we could talk about that for, quite a long time, shall we say. But let's say the topic is going to be, let's say it's going to be mindset. I'll say mindset. And the reason I chose that is because I have a book in front of me here. Get rid of your head trash about money. How to avoid 3 big money mistakes even smart people make. Now, this gentleman's turned it into a book. He could easily have created this book from content that he created on his website. So let's say it's going to be about mindset, money mindset. Here's a good topic. Now, let me get another different color. So you're going to write this. It is going to have value to it. You're going to have some action items and you're going to have a call to action, one call to action. Okay. And you're going to repurpose it in these ways. So you could turn that blog into a newsletter, e-newsletter. Now, as we go through these, I'm going to share with you at the end how I do this, okay? So that it doesn't take up massive amounts of time. Second is you're going to take out of that snippets that will be for your social media. You could also, this could be course content that you have. Actually, what I'm talking to you today about comes from course content. Okay. Number 4, you could turn that into videos or lives. So I've got the course content here, right? I just showed you that. I'm doing a Facebook Live on it. I have done a blog on it. What could I do next? Oh, guest posts. So this particular topic, I might go to somebody else who has a blog or whatever. I could post this. For instance, I'm a member of WBN, Women Business Network. I'm a member of The Canadian Coach. I could post this content on those sites, okay? I could turn part of this content into a lead magnet. I could turn maybe part of this into a lead magnet. So I might have a checklist, let's say, money mindset. Maybe I have a checklist of affirmations about money, right? That could be a lead magnet. If it was me and it was about content, I could turn this little graphic that I have into a checklist. And that checklist could become a lead magnet that I would offer on social media. The next would be in-depth articles. Could be a podcast. Let's say it's going to be a podcast, just for example's sake. 7 ways that I can take exactly the same content and repurpose it. So here's what I normally do in a week, okay? As most of you know, my newsletter goes out Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock. I am consistent. My clients know, and those people that are on my email list, when to expect it. Consistency, Tuesday morning. So let's reverse engineer that. Friday, I will probably start thinking about what is my content for the following Tuesday. But it's probably part of a bigger overall plan for what is happening. So let me share the short way, and then I'll share the big way. Okay, money mindset. I'll sit down, and by Monday morning, I will have written this blog in a Word document. I will then very easily, at the bottom of this Word document, I will pull out some quotes for my social media. And I'll just write it at the bottom of my Word document. Maybe it's come from a course. And then I'll think, oh, well, Tuesday, I can do a video on this. Maybe I should get my VA to post it on these other channels. How could I create a lead magnet and offer it? And maybe if I have a podcast, or if I'm going to be speaking on a podcast, I could share that topic. You already know it's going out in a newsletter. I share this with my VA. And then my VA takes that same information. Because I only did it in Word. She creates this. I've given her the topics for the social media. She creates the graphics and posts them, not the course. I do the video on Tuesday for Tuesday training. She could post these guest posts, and she could create a lead magnet or a checklist from it if I asked her to. And I might go and say, oh, so-and-so, I want to speak on your podcast. Same content, repurposed over and over and over again. But what I'd like to share with you now, before we sort of close up, is the bigger picture of a content strategy. So when I am teaching content strategy and or marketing strategy, because it's all part of the big picture, a couple of things we have to know. You have to be really clear on your message. Number two, your offer. If you're not really clear on those two things, go back to the drawing board and get really clear on those two things. I'm going to share with you a way that you can get really clear on those two things. So let's say I have a 90-day, so it's 3 months, 30, 30, 30, 90 days. I need to know, when am I going to sell my offer? And I go, okay, I've decided that I'm going to do my free marketing workshop week. I'm going to do this, we're going to say this is November. This is December. I'm going to do it the 2nd through to the 6th. And I know that. So now I'm going to reverse engineer. This is October. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Tuesdays, let's say. What do people need to know to get them to sign up to this? What pain will this solve for them? What will this solve? And what will they need to know? And I go, okay, I could create maybe 2 blogs, and that's 2 weeks worth of social media. That is 2 weeks worth of Facebook Lives for them. And all of that, the calls to action in each one of those is to sign up for this. So in the comments below, who understands this idea of reverse engineering? Who understands? Just say high five, me, something like that, so that I know that you understand the reverse engineering. You must have these 2 things. You must have a message and you must have an offer. What are you going to sell? You have to be really, really, really super clear. And if you're not, then I invite you to Marketing Workshop Week, which is starting at the beginning of November. And we are also going to talk during that time about how to generate that content, how you can generate more content, not how to repurpose it like we're talking today, but how you can generate it, how it will speak to your ideal client. We're going to do a content map. So if you are live here in the Shift Your Business group, all you need to do is look up in the banner and it will give you the dates and the time when we are going to be doing this. 1 hour a day for 5 days. There's usually a 6th bonus day. And we are going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about how you can improve your marketing, because if you don't have marketing, you don't have any leads and you don't have anybody to sell it to. So your marketing needs to be generating sales for you. So I hope that this has been informative for you. Hashtag replay if you were watching the replay. And please let me know in the comments if this has been useful for you. Take care. Thanks so much. Be sure to tune in every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, where I share marketing tips and tricks so that you can earn more and not work so hard. Take care for now. Bye.